Hello. I have been determined for the past few weeks to create Steven Universe in The Sims 4. And I don't know what brought on this insatiable urge to do this, but we're gonna make it happen. This is the build that I kind of went off of by Lori Riff. Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with that. But I have encountered so many issues. Like the universe, the Steven universe does not want me to create this in The Sims 4, obviously. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. When I went to make the Sims, like Garnet, Garnet, Amethyst and Pearl, and Steven, the first time I made it, I hadn't built the house yet, so I didn't want to save them in the world. And I thought I could just save them to the gallery. No, I could not do that. I lost all of my progress. It took me like 3 to 4 hours to create all those Sims and completely lost them. I had to redo it. It was heartbreaking. To make matters worse, my microphone has not been good quality, and I got a gaming headset for Christmas, but the microphone wouldn't work on it. I had to buy an adapter to make that work. So my video editing software was corrupting everything. I only have half of the footage for this build because the other half was corrupted, and like all the things that went wrong made me want to make this video so much more. So I am wanting to play with The Sims and all that stuff. I don't think I'm very good at playthrough stuff because I'm not good at multitasking, so I get really quiet and I don't know what to say. But whereas like here I'm doing a voiceover, so I can talk a lot more freely. Here I'm building the mountain thingy. I'm just doing my best. I'm not gonna say it looks good. I just kind of was trying to make it look more big and rocky. Like I said, all I really changed was on the outside was I just made the trim and everything like a darker brown. It was more aesthetically pleasing to me. And then on the outside I made this mountain bigger. I added this like lady statue, and I kind of go ham putting in plants. I just like plants. I want plants everywhere, in real life and in any game life. I want plants everywhere. So I made this little driveway. I haven't made a video on here in at least a year, and I've always wanted to make YouTube videos. I keep saying that, and I just feel like every time I watch them back I cringe at myself. I'm like, oh, ew, and then I end up deleting it or something, and I don't know. I really do want to make YouTube videos. I've always wanted to do that for some reason, and so let's do it. I drew Steven for this video. I put him in the beginning, and he's gonna be in the thumbnail. He's like holding the plumb bob. Oh, hold on, my cat's knocked over everything. Just give me a second. Man, I'm gonna beat you guys up. I'm not really gonna beat you guys up, but you knocked over like everything. My boyfriend has this cool thing that makes this cool sound, and I'm gonna do it right quick. It's a bowl. It makes that sound. It's really nice. You're welcome. God, you are fat. You are a big cat. Come here. Oh. You are huge. I'm sorry about that. My cats just... They usually don't knock stuff over. Maybe they're jealous because I'm talking to someone else. And that's probably what it is. But... yeah, they're a handful. So here I'm just... Like I said, I love plants. I'm just going ham with these plants. I really wanted to make it feel like the lot was part of this world. The lot I chose to put them on is in, I think it's called Sulani, like the beach tropical where the mermaids are. And yeah, now the house in Steven Universe is more beachy on the beach, but it is next to a mountain. But it's kind of hard to find one similar in The Sims. This one was near the beach, and there's a bunch of like lots that are right at the beach, and I kind of wanted that because I'm planning to create some more Sims like Lapis and Peridot, and I want to make a little like not beach house, but make a barn. I was thinking Greg could live in a... Well, I can't make a van, but I thought maybe a tiny house. And then I can make a barn for them. Yeah. I do have a mod for the gems that makes them gems. It's a gem trait. And I'll probably try to put the mods in the description because I can't remember them off the top of my head. But basically this gem trait makes it to where they don't need to eat or sleep, or I don't know if they age. But yeah. The only thing about that is that Steven is gonna age and they're not, so I don't really know what to do about that. Right here I'm just going off of a picture from this show, and I'll probably put it up here to show what picture I was working off of. It's not 100% accurate, but I just wanted to make it kind of close. In the actual living room, there's like these red panels on the walls, and I was trying to replicate that, but it looked kind of, it was kind of difficult. I do have some custom furniture, and I think the custom furniture I use mostly in this pack is just like couches and beds from the Kyoto pack. This couch I'm about to get to here, it's from a Kyoto mod, and it's like Japanese inspired furniture, like this futon. So yeah. I also was planning on making a basement to kind of represent the temple in the Steven universe, and I do end up doing that, but that was the footage that got corrupted. So yeah, in the next episode I'm probably going to actually start playing with the Sims, introduce the Sims that I created to you. And I know I don't make videos often, but I do have some life updates for anyone that's interested. Me and my boyfriend are not me and my boyfriend anymore. We got engaged last week, and we went on a very nice date, and it was really nice. It was completely unexpected, and so I'm very happy about that. As for a wedding, that's not gonna happen for a long time. Everyone's getting really excited. And I'm like, oh no, honey, that's gonna be a few years. We can't afford that right now. But we didn't feel like a boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. It just felt more than that, so it felt right to get engaged. It's really hard to replicate Steven's bathroom here, but I did the best I could. And it's fine. It's a bathroom. You know, that's like... I care the least about bathrooms in the house anyway. I like how it looks like when it's sped up. It looks like I'm wiggling the camera around. Sorry, I'm drinking a chocolate yoo-hoo. They don't really have other kinds of yoo-hoos. I don't know. For this video, I found this really good music. It actually really fits in with the Sims vibes. It's like a Steven Universe orchestrated music, and I'll link every creator that's in this video. And I absolutely loved that. I thought it was perfect, and it actually sounds like it's Sims music, but it's orchestrated and it's very beautiful. So I'll leave those in the description, and feel free to check them out and listen to all their beautiful songs. I was trying to replicate their kitchen here the best I could. I know the original creator had this dining table in the middle, but I think they don't have a dining table in the show. They just have this bar, and the gyms don't really eat, so I was like, I'm just gonna put the bar. If I have the mod where they're not really eating, then they won't really need that anyway. And it took me forever to find a bar stool that I liked, and I think I actually end up changing those too. He's got like this nook next to the kitchen here, so I was trying to make that kinda similar. I was being very picky about everything, but that's how it is. Like 90% of Sims 4 gameplay is just trying to find the right colors and trying to find what you think looks good. Here I liked this color better. That's what I mean. I was like, this color. Speaking about being engaged, one thing that my boyfriend, or my fiance now, he has a son, and that's been completely just insane. When we first got together and I found out he had a son, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's a whole human being. Number one, if we were to get married, that would make me a step parent, and you know, I've never been a parent. I actually don't have a lot of kids in my life at all, like even in my family, so that was kind of, I guess, scary. I was scared of first impressions. I was like, I hope he likes me. Like, what if he absolutely hates me? And I was just really scared. But after a few years, we've pretty much become friends, and sometimes I do get a little momish towards him because I want to make sure, you know, you just want to guide them in life, and that's so hard to do. But he's a good kid. He's 9 years old, and it's just crazy. It's crazy that someday I might be his stepmom, and that I'll get to see him grow up, and that's insane. I've honestly never really had a lot of kids in my life, so seeing a kid grow up from like baby to adult is just, I know it seems like something like, well, yeah, that's what happens, people grow up, but when you haven't had that in your life, and now you get to see that, and it's kind of crazy. That's also very exciting. We get him like every other weekend, and I moved back into my mom's house. She's getting older, so I help take care of her. And there was a back room, and when I first moved back here from Texas, it was disgusting, and I tried to fix it up the best I could. We're still trying to fix it up. It's a never-ending battle, honestly. But I made the back room his room, and we painted it green because that's his favorite color, so that's been really nice, just so he has his own room here. Just becoming a stepmom which is crazy. I'm getting so much older. That's what happens. Oh, so right here, I really love what the original creator did with this space right here. Like, it's that pedestal, not pedestal, but the area where the crystal gems would kind of teleport into the temple. I don't know what happened there. And they've got like gems everywhere. I've actually got this mod with these crystals right here. It's a psychics mod, and it makes it gives you the ability to put psychics in your Sims game. And it came with these crystals, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's perfect. We need those because it just fits right there perfectly. But I love what they did here with the microphone, and then this star here. I know I've got rocks cutting into the room. I just was like, you know what, it's okay. But I love what they did with that room. I'll probably do a tour of this whole house once I get in the game in the next video, so you can see everything that I didn't get to record or that was corrupted. But I think this main part of the house was the most interesting, so I wanted to have that. So this upper part, this is Steven's room. And I wanted to make it as close as I could. I think I did a pretty good job. I still wanted it to feel like a kid's room. One thing I'm not sure of is how I'm going to get them to make money and afford this place, because this place ended up being expensive. I definitely had to use some cheats to get them to move into this place. I really don't want to use cheats going forward, but no guarantees, because I bet the bills are going to be crazy with all the stuff I put in here. And the stuff I put in the basement, because I made Amethyst's room, and her room is just a bunch of junk. So, that kind of adds a lot to the bills. Like, I just piled random stuff on top of each other, and that's her room. But technically they're not gonna need to sleep, so they probably won't really go in there very often anyway. Oh yeah, I put some mess on the floor because he's still a kid and he's got a little bit of stuff on the floor. I was thinking about how, like, do I give them jobs? I'm gonna have to pay off rent and everything, or rent or bills. But see, Steven's a kid, so he can't work. I know Amethyst, she would take jobs just for the heck of it, but Pearl and Garnet really don't. So I'm not sure what to have them do. Drop some ideas for Pearl and Garnet careers. I was thinking about having Amethyst work in, like, food, because I think in the show she did work as the fry cook. Or unless I'm just imagining that. But I was thinking food, because she likes food anyway. I wanted him to have a little desk for desk purposes. I was struggling. Oh yeah, and I picked this one, but I was upset because it barely matched everything else. Finding wood textures that match is a nightmare, but I guess you could say that that's true in real life too, because in real life none of my furniture matches. I'm planning on painting it, but yeah, it's gonna be a while. Oh, speaking of real life, I have some crazy real life updates. I mean, not that I've really made any on this channel, but anyway, so I did leave my job. I was working at a doctor's office, and my coworker was really disrespectful. I mean, that's kind of normal, given, you know. But she didn't really train me. I was kind of left to my own devices. I had worked in a doctor's office previously, but the system I was working with, I was unfamiliar with, and like there were so many things that were new to me, and the way that they did everything was different. So I was like, I, you know, don't know how to do this, I need some help. And she would completely ignore me and not help me at all. And that was so stressful. I was getting in trouble, and I felt like it wasn't fair because I was asking for help. We also did not get lunch breaks, so I was like super hungry, which again, honestly is kind of normal for a lot of jobs. And I know that there's a lot of jobs where people don't eat or barely eat. It really sucked. And the second that I did put in my 2 weeks notice, she completely 180'd. She went from ignoring me and throwing me under the bus to suddenly being like, I bought you a case of donuts, and I brought you Starbucks, and oh, you know what, you look so good today, you did so good today. And I was like, what the why did what? Her personality completely switched, and honestly it made me want to leave the job that much more. I was like, I don't want to be working with someone like you, like someone that's just gonna flip their personality like that. I didn't like that. And everyone that I talked to, they were like, yeah, that seems really toxic, that seems actually kind of creepy, because they just, from one day to the next, they just flipped like a coin, and that's so ingenuine. And yeah, so right now I'm unhappily unemployed. I've been doing like commissions, art stuff, a few little side hustle things online, but it's not really enough to pay the bills. Luckily my boyfriend can handle the bills, but I want to be able to, you know, take care of it completely myself too. I've been talking for 20 minutes. Oh no. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'm sorry I stopped talking about the build and just started talking about my life. It went by really fast when I started to do that. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, I'm probably not going to show the rest of the build. It would probably be another 20-minute video, all sped up, honestly. So, I'm going to show you the Sims. We'll show you little Steven, Amethyst, Pearl, Garnet, Greg. And we could start playing The Sims 4. Bye!